gone over to the dark side. Now, this is Allied headquarters, you know that. But I have, I have come up with a fairly interesting, I think, approach to Germany, and I wanted to show it to you and see what you think. And then I will show you the first 3 turns of a game with a guy named My Game. He was the runner-up in the 2022 championship, out-of-box access now as global. So, computer's being a little slow, so I will pause it until I get the spinning to stop. All right, so what did I do? I decided to go after 111, 109, and 106. Now, these are not the surest battles in the world, but I think I made them pretty solid and was willing to accept the losses, and I'll show you why. So I did get quote-unquote lucky, I would say, and did pretty well in every one of them. I thought the first turn I was going to get unlucky in France. I'll show you his reactions too. All right, let's go to the top. Oh yeah, shucks. Any one of these that has a plus can be expanded even more. All right, let's go to the top and show you what I did. So I purchased what? Look in the right panel over there. Did we have a bid? I think I did have a bid. Okay, I did have a bid. Okay, so folks, you should know about the bid. There's one in, oops. Okay. Sorry about that. So there's one fighter in Volgograd, one sub in 98, one infantry in Yunnan. Scotland's got a fighter. Russia's got a fighter. Ukraine's got an artillery. Russia's got an artillery. Novgorod's got an artillery. Arkangel's got an artillery. Belarus, West Ukraine, Karelia, and Bessarabia all have artillery. So let's take a look at that. That is significant stuff right there. So he decided to go with an artillery build. So Moscow is going to be a bear. Look at those artilleries. I mean, East Poland is going to be a tough go. Wow. Now, at the same time, I will tell you, so what is Germany? So let's get back. Focus. So I decided I would not go into 110, but I would send and kill all the destroyers. Now, I've never seen anyone do this. I had to be risky with 109, with 106, but that allowed me to be pretty heavy into 109. Okay, so I played around with this for a while, and here's where we ended up. So this one right here, he had to give up one of these two, right? He couldn't, if he scrambled into 109, he couldn't scramble into 111. So I tried to make 111 tempting for a scramble. That was intentional. So sure enough, he does scramble to 111. I think he considered it more important. I considered 109 more important with the transport and the destroyer. And the possibility of, now I did need to take this out, because if I didn't take this out, that destroyer was going to be left, and I wanted the destroyer dead. That was my purpose. Destroyer and 111 dead. So I end up, so I did screw that up a little bit. I will tell you, the last one here, get some good hits, but the last one here, I should have taken the fighter because I had kept the subs. And here it is. 2 subs, fire 1. This is the one where I should have taken as a casualty the battleship because I had kept the subs and they could fire without the battleship firing back. So I had to edit that, and I did lose one of the bombers in that campaign, in that roll right there. Okay, so take Yugoslav. Yep. And then I go into Normandy, Bordeaux. In general, I think I got pretty lucky. There was minimal forces going in there. And then into France. And here's where, it could have gone badly. But I did bring in, significant forces. And he didn't. It was pretty even after the first turn, and then I get all the good hits. All of his big ones miss. And I take it down with 1. The infantry. Whoops! Tell me I didn't close that out. Okay, no, I didn't. Okay, the infantry's still there. The infantry was taken out. 1 artillery was taken out. Okay, let's keep going. So then here's the battle that I was worried about. I was worried he'd scramble into 109 and it would be a bloodbath. But I was kind of willing to degrade his air force. So it was going to be 3 4s and 3 3s versus 5 4s. And I was like, kill his air force and then also convoy him. But he didn't scramble. And instead scrambled into 111, and I get the good hits, and he dies quickly. With no casualties on my part. So I'll be convoying into that. Obviously, here's the risky one over here, 1v1. It's a great match. I got lucky. And I have maximum effectiveness here. This is just, couldn't get this better. Poland, come down to here. All right, and that's it. Places 6 and the 2, and we have got a long slog ahead of us as I get $72. Like I said, that really couldn't have gone better. He does have battleship cruiser, so Sebastian looks really strong even without. British Navy. That's going to be my. But no, lots of subs on the board, and convoying right off the bat. He's got to buy destroyers. No destroyers in the Atlantic, or even close to the Atlantic, till 2 turns away if that destroyer lives. So that's got to be priority number 1, getting that destroyer 98 out to 92, and then into the Atlantic. All right, let's just quickly see, and then I got to go to work. What the Russians do. And what do the Russians do? They convoy 1025, Belarus. I don't know how I could go G2 into East Poland. There's no way, I don't think. So if we look at that, and there's no, brings them back. Pretty standard these days. Did he place in Volgograd? Yes, he did place in Volgograd. So, just in East Poland alone, we got the 11, the 20 infantry, 7 artillery. So 27, 28, 29 units can reach East Poland. So that is, obviously really interesting. So it does not look like a G2 to me, unless I want attrition and to set him up for G3 failure. G3 crush. If he moved all of Poland in there, bring all the Air Force in, bring all the stuff from France. But I probably wouldn't take that many. I probably wouldn't be able to knock him down much. All right, let's see what the Japanese did real quick. And it's pretty standard stuff. I find The Axis a little on the boring side, but I know a lot of you don't. So let's see what they did. I am copying. I will tell you right now. I'm copying the moves of Andrew AA Gamer in a move in a game with me. I did innovate. I always innovate, and I did do a raid on Yunnan. I figured it was worth it to see whether I might get some okay dice, and also the possibility of knocking down the Russian Air Force was pretty attractive. So I bought three transports, and then I declared war on France, which Andrew did. And then I moved everything I could, and I didn't move any Asian troops around. I only moved I used the transports to move the Japanese off the island. Because a lot of games I'm seeing these days with KJF, they're having problems getting people on the land. So I decided to do a raid here, see what will happen, and then use the transport solely to... Okay, so that battle there goes pretty well. So round 1, I get 4 hits. I consider that really lucky. I was like, good. He gets 3. We're still into the ground units. And I looked at the board and went, I'll try it again. So I tried again. I got 3. I got into the fighters. Left him with 1 unit. He only got 1 back. So his 4s missed. Huge. Very lucky. Very lucky. So it was 1. And then I was like, well, I got to take the last one out. So I did. And I won the battle. Loss of 2 planes. And then the ground troops. So not too bad. I'm happy about that result. It couldn't be better, really. Again, this ends up being fairly good. And I will show you, I don't like to keep the subs with the fleets. I think subs should be independent myself. So that's a principle I use. And so that's what I do. I play according to principle. All right, let's take a look at the end position here. I wanted that transport from, I think it was from down here, 20, to come up here so that we could take units from Japan, get them onto Asia. And then this one here, I noticed at 19, you could pretty easily go 19 to 6 to back to 19, and then you don't necessarily need the factories. So this could be a pretty fast little shuck. And I still have some ground troops for the second round Yunnan attack. So unless he declares war as the British, I think Yunnan's a fair fight. I got those troops coming in for third round from Anhui. So turn 2, I can hit him hard again, really hard. And turn 3, I can hit him hard again, as long as I don't get any more of my planes. So I'm pretty happy with this little innovation, little raid. I was totally committed to getting out of there, but didn't. But okay, that's turn 1 of my game with my first round with my game. I don't play the Axis much. Here it is. Bad boys, get some advice from Crockett. Crockett out.